All right, man, we back. Motor Street Sports Talk. Real quick video. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Make sure that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And the Detroit Lions activate Kerryon Johnson off of IR. He could play as soon as tomorrow versus the Denver Broncos. So smart move, bad move, terrible move, or move that don't move the needle at all. Quite frankly, I don't think it moves the needle at all, because I think the Lions want to draft another running back. They don't believe Kerryon is that guy. First 2 years injured, I think both knee injuries, whatever the injuries were. I think they're going to take another running back or find another running back next year, either to complement Kerryon or to pretty much pass him up on the depth chart. So I think it's a win-win situation for the Lions. If he come back and he able to do really, really good and they get a victory out of it, at least Matt Patricia don't lose several straight games in a row. But last year it was totally the opposite. They still believe Kerryon was the future after flashing a lot of promise last year and having multiple, I think, 100-yard games. So he could have came back last year after his injury, but they held him back because they believed in him. They believe that he was the future. He's no longer believed to be the future workhorse running back or, either part-time feature back, neither. I believe they look to the draft or they look to free agency. They look to find them Jonathan Taylor. They may look to find the other kid from LSU who I heard dealing with an injury going into the championship game or the playoff game. And they're going to look at other running back prospects, man, and try to find someone else. So I think that's what it is. If Kerryon come out and have tremendous last 2 weeks, I think he'd be on the roster next year regardless. But I think the Lions are going to look to upgrade that position. But I think it's deeper than that position. Unless you find a Saquon, a Christian McCaffrey type of talented back, that position, it needs help. And not just from not the quarterback position. It needs help from the offensive line, the guards, the tackles. The Lions have two of the worst tackles in the NFL. Taylor Decker on the left side, right side, Rick Ragnar. You're not getting anywhere, in the win column or in the rushing game if you don't have a left or right tackle. Then they got left guard issues. So they got 3 gaping holes in the offensive line. But if you fix those 3 gaping holes, which it's not a quick fix because you can go put 3 all-pro linemen right there, it's going to take time for them to gel. Either, off-season mini camps, training camps, preseason, and then some real live regular season games. It takes time to build that camaraderie in line. It's something that should move in unison. It's real team oriented. So the Lions, it's going to take time to have that line gel. But other than getting a Saquon Barkley or a special type of running back that could just make something out of nothing, it's at the point where the Lions might need both. You know what I'm saying? They might need a Saquon, Zeke Elliott type of Barry Sanders type of running back, and they may need the offensive line because it truly is the curse of Barry Sanders. They had 2,000-yard rushers since Barry retired. That's James Stewart the first year he came from Jacksonville, and then Reggie Bush, which didn't seem like 1,000 yards because of how Reggie and Drake Bell ended that season. Detroit Lions fumbling the ball. But I think Kerryon Johnson is no longer looked at as the franchise running back anymore. Like I said before, I think they look to another running back in the draft, maybe free agency, and also think they look for some offensive linemen across the way and try to retool that offensive line and running game. But that's the biggest hole with the Detroit Lions. When Patricia got here, when Caldwell got here, even when Schwartz got here, all these coaches got here. The problem was running the ball. They tried to get Mike Martz and do the greatest show on turf, '2 here. But they got to figure out the running game helps every facet of the team. It helps the defense. It helps the offense. It may even help your special teams, depending on if he can return kicks or not. But that's the number one fix they need to do. They can run the ball, control the clock, keep the defense off the field. You know what I'm saying? And keep them rested. So we'll see what happens. But look forward to seeing Kerryon out there Sunday, fantasy-wise. I'm not sure I would attempt to get him, but we'll see pretty much what he can do out there Sunday versus Denver. I'm not sure what the weather going to look like. But, Wes Hill and a lot of them other guys be out there with him. So let me know what you guys think. I'll link something in the description, letting you know it's trill or real. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation? That link's in the description. Best way to donate, share the video. Don't forget to check out the channel out too for more sports, music, entertainment. Goodfellas Sports TV. We gone.